friends, Casey from Nashville, Tennessee. So tonight I'm answering a question for you, which I had 5 years ago. You've heard so many amazing things about this ketogenic diet, and you've seen the celebrities like Adele that lost so much weight. You might have had friends that lost a lot of weight. Maybe you lost a lot of weight on ketogenic diet and then you plateaued. And you're asking yourself, how can I give up bread? How can I give up pasta? So I'm going to give you a little bit of my backstory. I was a single mom of 3 teenage boys, didn't have any family in town, and was living on a mountain in Tennessee, just kind of literally out in the middle of nowhere. There was one night I went out running and got chased by a wolf, wolf dog, I don't know what it was, but it was terrifying regardless. So my life was very, very, very stressful, especially, special education teachers always have a very stressful life. And teenagers, very stressful. So I kept putting on weight. Yes, you just get past that age, and I was on 900 calories, was starving all day long, running 3 miles a day and training for half marathons and running like 9 miles on a Saturday and another 3 miles on a Sunday. It was crazy. I could still put on weight. So just out of desperation, I tried the ketogenic diet. And at first it was hard to give up the bread and the pasta. Being Italian, I figured out some kind of little hacks around that. And so I'm here to show you that, and here to show you that it's not hard, and it's a lot about getting your mind wrapped around it and just doing a little substitution. So this is how I substituted in my brain. I had always loved like fattening foods like Brie cheese and salami and such like that. So I just can eat all of that I want to on the ketogenic diet. So I just allowed myself to have one little snack of that a day. And with the keto bread that I'm going to show you, you can do that. I like slather it with your Brie cheese, your cream cheese. I love the salmon Philadelphia cream cheese. And so then that satisfied my cravings. Yes, did I miss my pasta at first? But now, interestingly enough, I really can't eat a whole plate of pasta. I can eat a little bit of couscous, but that's about it. So I'm going to show you this keto bread. This is kind of like how I got through. I do 2.5 meals a day. I have lots of other videos, how I fast until noon, then I have my snack. So this is my snack food. And I'm also going to show you an upcoming video. So please hit subscribe so you can get notifications, because there's going to be an upcoming video that will show you how to make a keto bread pizza, which is literally better than any pizza I've had. So it has to cool though. So there's lots of different recipes out there. One of the things I would suggest that you not do as you're embarking upon the ketogenic diet is do too many substitutions. I'm kind of a whole foods Mediterranean keto girl. So I don't like I don't do any sugar substitutions, but I don't like if things have too many chemicals. I'm not strictly whole foods, but that being said, I feel like there's a lot of keto food out there that's really not going to help you. So we're going to need a red bowl, and there's a link for all of the materials that you need. Anytime you click on the link, you're supporting my channel, helping me put my kiddos through college, the last baby, we need to get him through college. So please click on those links. It really helps me. I'm a single mom. I gotta do what I gotta do. So anyhow, we're going to take a measuring cup. And this stuff is rather expensive, but there's a nice link for it again on Amazon. That's kind of the cheapest place I have found it. And almond flour is just really essential to your keto bread. So we're just going to go ahead and get a nice little cupful. I'm going to do 2 cups. Alrighty. And then we have 2 cups of mozzarella, shredded mozzarella cheese. And we're going to put not all of that in there. We're going to save a teeny little bit of that for the topping at the end. 1 teaspoon. And we're going to put that in the bowl. And we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Those nasty plastics. This was 1 egg yolk in a minute. And that was 2 tablespoons of cream cheese that's been softened. Spoons of chopped sun-dried tomatoes. Alright, so we've got everything that we need in there, and we're going to top it with some either chopped parsley or dried parsley, just any sort of little herbs that you have, just a little bit. And we will need some extra virgin olive oil, about a tablespoon, to roll on top with it first. I'm going to go ahead and put 1 tablespoon of garlic powder in there also. Then you can mix up the seasonings however you want to. You can also substitute the mozzarella cheese for cheddar. That's a fun little thing. You're going to need a shallow pan with parchment paper. The oven, I had it warming up at 400. No rings, no bracelets. We are going to just mix this up with our hands. I know that's what I'm doing here. Microwave that for a minute. Alrighty. Just getting it. It's kind of weird at first. It's obviously not really bread. It's a substitution, but it tastes a lot like a yum bread, right? Okay, so that's all we really need. I do have 1 egg yolk, which I'm just gonna add in there. So it's gonna kind of look like that. Shallow pan, 400-degree oven. So we're just basically going to put it on our pan, and I'm just going to push it kind of with the palm of my hand. Again, this is, the nice thing is, the beautiful thing about keto is you can eat as much marinara and tomato sauce as you would like. So I can take this kind of baked bread. You can even, one of the things I'll do is kind of chop into small slices and just top it with, like, you know, yummy meatballs and marinara sauce. And it makes you not really miss pasta at all. All right. So I'm just gonna smooth out the edges. I'll show you guys a little bit. Just with my hands, I've just made it a little bit smooth around the edges. One of the little tricky poo things about this is you want it to be flat, like a 1/2 inch. It's gonna go in the oven for 15 minutes at 400 degrees. And then we're gonna just really watch it because you want it to be brown at the end. And I'm gonna top it with a little bit more olive oil and a little bit more cheese, and that's where the parsley is gonna come in. You really want it to be on the bottom. See, it's like a nice brown, and you just want that to be just a teensy bit brown. So you can see that a little bit. All right, so I'm just gonna take about a tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil and just kind of put it all over the top there, because you know the nice thing about keto is you can eat as much healthy fats. Remember, I'm doing Mediterranean keto, so olive oil is definitely one of our things that we can eat. And I do not count calories or count carbs. Alright, so I'm gonna take that last little bit of that shredded mozzarella cheese and just sprinkle a little bit of that on top. Yum, yum, yum. And just a little bit of chopped parsley, just to make it pretty. And we are not going to want to put that because this is already a little bit brown. I'm not going to want to put that in the oven for more than like maybe a minute or 2. Just let that cheese melt just a little bit. Now, after that, we're going to need to let it cool and slice it into little pieces and then store it in the fridge. And you can slice it in half and make a nice little keto